Good morning, everyone. Today, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I just finished up my devotional. It's back there. It's like right here. And it was talking about positive outlook and how having a positive outlook on life can actually increase the longevity of your life, give you better health, and overall just help you mentally and physically. And or help you recover from surgeries quicker. So you actually recover quicker when you have a positive outlook, and you have a positive when you have a positive outlook on diseases, on a disease that you may have gotten or whatever it is. You actually have a higher likelihood of beating it. So it's just this thing where when I hear positive outlook, it's not this thing where it's, oh, I'm so optimistic that this could happen. It's being positive in the light of, you know, be like, what's actually happening around you, but at the same time it's acknowledging that it's not that bad. You'll figure it out. It's a thing where you can always lean on your creator and just say, hey, you've put me in this position, there's something I'm supposed to learn here, so I'm just going to learn it with an open heart, and we're just going to progress through it. Because when you start doing that, it opens up this line of dialogue, at least in your own mind, where you can actually start being more positive. Because for me growing up, I grew up in a family that was super negative. And so for me, I was super negative for a long time. Everything was worse than it looked. Everything was terrible. People were terrible. Every situation that came up was terrible. And so it just became this thing where I physically would feel my heart hurt, where it was like it would just sit there and basically contract. It was almost as if I was squeezing my heart because I was just mad. I was mad all the time. I was negative all the time. So being positive and having that positive outlook on life has changed how not only I view things, but it's changed how I physically feel. Because for me, now that I have a more positive outlook on the hard times, on the situations, or what some of us like to call the valleys of our lives, that each one of those valleys has been seasons that have helped my character become what it needs to be able to be put on the mountaintop, to be able to receive that blessing. And so when I look at it that way, is it helps me progress through each season, and on top of that is it actually lets me be joyful and praise in the valley, because I know that the valley is not actually a valley. It's really just a tunnel. It's a tunnel for me to sit there and get worked on. Just this is an example that's just coming to my mind, is when you go to the car wash, you're in this tunnel, right? Basically, you're in a building. But as you're going through it, it's like every window's covered. You can't really see. There's stuff hitting your windshield and hitting all the things, and we sit there and we go, "Oh, that's but it's helping clean the car." But the thing is that the car doesn't know that. When that car goes in there, I'm sure if that car had feelings, if that was a physical being, that car would be freaked out. Because you're going in there and all this stuff is not what it looks like, and it's getting beat up, and the air tunnel at the end is super loud, but at the very, very end, it comes out better than when it went in. And that's very similar to how I look at the valleys of my life, because it doesn't look the way I want it to. Things are happening that I don't want to happen, but once I get through it, I look back and realize that all of those things really just made me better. So I just want to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy it, consider subscribing, hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below if there's something in particular you want to talk about. I read all my comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.